This is a review of the first ever episode of the TV show Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which is called Welcome to the Hellmouth. To introduce myself, my name is Nathan Thackeray. I'm a Buffy fan and know a little bit about the show after watching it on and off for about 15 years. They start this episode off with just a vignette of Darla, and it's just genius. Darla, of course, goes on to become a massive and huge character on the show Angel, which is a direct spin-off from Buffy, which happened at the end of the third season of Buffy when Angel finally left Buffy the Vampire Slayer as a character and a show, tore her heart right out of her chest, broke her heart forever, and moved to LA, as Doyle says, to fight evil and atone for his crimes. I think that we're left with a shell of Buffy the character after Angel leaves, and somebody somewhere has to take the fall for making that decision. For all I know, that situation could be in the hands of the gods forever, but they do have to live with it for all time, whoever was responsible. I'm just saying. It was a bit of a flimsy reason for giving Angel a new show, in technical terms, him atoning for his past, since for 100 years Angel had probably been doing his best to completely forget about all of his vampiric misdemeanors, largely with the aforementioned Darla by his side. So to suddenly want to go to LA and fight evil is a bit of an audience mislead for exposition purposes and for convenience, I think. It was definitely a bit of a lazy explanation by the writers, therefore. In my opinion, it would have been much better and more honest for it to be explained as Angel leaving Sunnydale because he was just so kind and good with his soul that he just wants to help people in need using his vamp superpowers. And it would, like I say, be a much more honest approach to what was actually going on when he went to LA. I'm just saying that as well. Anyway, yeah, back to Welcome to the Hellmouth and Buffy. Bit of a sidetrack there. So really, this is the first episode of Buffy ever. And in terms of rewatchability, it's just off the page, as almost all of season 1 actually is. The reason for this, I think, is because all the themes in the individual episodes are so huge and vital. Like, for example, you've got Buffy meeting Xander for the first time, or Angel and Buffy kissing for the first time. And then for the rest of all the episodes in the season, they have these huge aforementioned themes to play off until the episode concludes. So in terms of like eternal rewatchability, season 1 just always comes off as really fresh and new for that reason. Even after 20 years, personally, of watching the show, or 15 years on and off, as I must admit I have, as sad as that sounds. I need to get a life. Anyway, switching gears and just getting a bit deep, it's almost like there was some kind of initial point system, like all the cast and actors came in with 100% points at the start of the show. And by the end of season 7, when it was all said and done and finished on Buffy, all of the points had been totally spent and completely gone. They seemed to spend loads of their points in the first 3 seasons in the high school, with all of the Angel Buffy romance and tragedy arc stuff, which I think is why the first 3 seasons of Angel really stand out a lot. Of Angel? The first three seasons of Buffy really stand out a lot for me because they spent a lot of their points, as I'm trying to say. And no, I'm not going to re-record that. You're just going to have to live with it. In a way, it's like after Angel leaves Sunnydale, he took a lot of those original points from Buffy as a show with him onto his new show. And yes, we do get a strong 4 years or 4 seasons out of that, not counting season 5. But Buffy as a show was just left absolutely broken, unfortunately. So there it is. What I'm trying to say is that Buffy as a show after Angel leaves, between seasons 4 and 7, had hardly any points left at all in terms of the original and vital dynamism, which I think dichotomizes the fan base into A, the fans of the early high school years like me, and then there's B, the later season fans, which is honestly reflected in really what happened in a way by the brighter tone to season 4 and the change of the network which the show encountered after Angel left. I do often wonder if by chance there was talk of ending Buffy as a show after Angel left at the end of season 3, because season 4 does strike me as a massive reboot and reset, and generally TV shows only surrender to that when they know they're under a huge threat of cancellation. So, they're forced to target a different audience and change the tone of the show and blah, blah, blah. So I'm wondering if that was ever talked about. On a personal level, I could talk about Buffy as a show in general forever, but yes, as an episode, this is one of my all-time favourites, Welcome to the Hellmouth. Again, going back to Angel, recurring theme. He only makes a brief cameo, and while I could have written this review a lot better, please forgive me because it's all been typed in a very, very stressful 10 or 15 minute period of my life, so I'd better get on with recording it and uploading it, which is exactly what I'm doing right now. I just wanted to share something with you all. and it's as simple as that. I just wanted to, record a review and see what happens. I just inherently love, in closing, I just inherently love the potential in the Buffyverse for enlightening, brightening people's lives, and giving love to people's lives and hearts as well, and giving them something to live for that they can always come back to. I personally love the characters. I love the fiction. I love the fantasy. I love the romance. I love the poetry of the show. I love the visual art and the direction and the stories that are told so gracefully and wonderfully. And yeah, Welcome to the Hellmouth in general gets us off to a flyer in terms of welcoming everyone into the true nature of the Buffyverse. So yeah, a bit of a bizarre little rant about Welcome to the Hellmouth. I just wanted to record a review, and that was the theme the theme I used for the review. So there it is, and I'd better shut up before I spoil the video with some sort of crazy little ad lib. So yeah, peace out, guys. See you later.